Okay, my dear students, so we'll be next 1 hour we will be doing the live trading session here. Okay, so until the candle close we will be looking at the market on the lower time frame and see how if we find a trading opportunity we'll be entering, and I will explain everything behind the trade, what's the reason behind the trade, what's the strategy. So I see that just now dollar yen has a rejection from this resistance level. So let me look at on. Also we see that gold has a strong liquidity graph from the top. It just hit our SL and then just rejected to the downside, which is very unfortunate. But what we see that it's penetrated to the upside. What I think that now gold might, as I mentioned, it might come to this level of support where there's a gap opening, or may not come. So let's see what happened. Couple of pairs including dollar yen. What I think the dollar yen, let me look at, we see there is on the 1 hour chart there is a rejection here on the dollar yen. So I was thinking to sell short around 133.86, but now let me look at here. Okay, so we could see some deeper retracement in dollar yen. And okay, so let me look at how we can do this one here. Okay, so let's so there is a higher probability for dollar yen to drop. Couple of pairs I was looking at, guys. One is dollar yen, the other one is Gbp AUD as well, Euro AUD. Okay, so let's sell short on Euro AUD. Okay, we'll be selling from here because it look like that this instrument will drop. It's formed a doji, okay, with a very, so we'll be selling short on Euro AUD here. Let me look at again. Okay, so we'll sell Euro AUD from this level. Okay, one moment, first let me double check. I'll send the trade alert. First let me double check here everything. Wait, don't do that. I'll send the trade alert for entry. One moment. So daily, little bit of risky, guys, on Euro AUD. You see there is a strong rejection. Leave it aside. Okay, let me look at most of the pairs. I'll first create a short list and then we'll jump on whichever giving us opportunity. Market is very choppy, you know, so this is why we are finding comparatively less trade. But let me look at the lower time frame. Very choppy. Now gold, you see that it just penetrated to the upside, took us out of the trade and then rejected down again. Very, very, very unpredictable. So now from the looks to me that gold might be going bullish again. Okay. Or it may continue to move in a sideways. Okay. Keep gold aside. Gold is moving completely in a sideways, so we might see further sideways movement until the news coming. What I think that, guys, I put already a buy limit here, 1824. Okay, let me share my trade that I have placed a buy limit. Let me share with you on the screenshot so that you can do the same on gold. Okay, during the news, so you'll keep that trade on gold. Let me share with you my share a screenshot with you guys so that you know what I did on gold. Okay, I'm sharing with chat area. I'll share here as well. Okay, so this is the trade that I post. Okay, so gold, I'll share on the chat also. So this is, let me first show you. So this is the trade that I place a pending order on gold. Now you can copy that if you like. So this is what I did. Now with that trade that I have placed on gold, buy limit, I will keep it on until whatever happens. Okay, so even during the news, I will keep that trade on. And if we see that gold is coming down during the news, it will take me to the trade. Now the way I have placed this pending order on gold, you can see that I risk the whole account, but the profit is well more than, I think more than the reward will be here $1,500. So how much percentage? Let me calculate how much percent. So this is how normally I love to trade sometime when there is opportunity. Okay, so if you are ready for it, then don't close the trade. If during the news gold drops to this level at 1824, it will trigger the trade and then it will, you know, take the profit at 1827. So this will be around, let me tell you how much percent. So my reward will be 1,500 or more divided by 21,000. So it will be around 7% gain on this one. Okay, guys, if one trade in a week, don't you think that is enough for you? That's how, if you wanna be with me in that way, I can give you a lot of trade signal like that. That will be 100% winner. Let me know in the chat if you wanna be with me in that way. So if so this is basically, this is what I will be doing on gold. This is the price I put. Even in the news time, we'll be using that trade for, I'll keep that on. Okay, so now So there will be a candle close coming up. I'll look at all of them now to see which one we might find trading opportunity. First, let me look at, okay, so dollar yen, we see that from that level, I was thinking to sell, it just has started to drop. Okay, so we didn't take the trade. So one moment, some of you probably okay, we see that, guys. I'm just preparing for the candle close coming up. Any trade called, I will also post in the channel. Okay, so euro and ZD, from this resistance we see that rejection. So the reason that trade, as I mentioned, that so this trade is, you see there is a gap here if you look at weekly, and what I think, I strongly believe that during the news announcement today or later, the price should come to this level here on this gap. Okay, so once it will be on the gap, even during the news volatile moment, it will come spike down here, and then we'll see a push to the upside. Okay, and that's the trade that placed as a pending order, which is around 7% gain in one trade. Okay, now until you see that this current session, what we are doing, until we see candle close, we may not be able to see the complete picture of how the market is moving. Okay, just be patient a little bit. Okay, UJ, we see some drop coming. Okay, So any trade, gold is very side, like it's a completely sideways. Your AUD in fact dropped from that level. Okay, with the Euro GBP, let me look at this one here from the weekly, monthly. Okay, so Euro GBP, we might see a drop on this one. Okay, so let's open a position on Euro GBP. It's high probability that you see this candle now coming after grabbing liquidity. So this is a better trade from the probability perspective. We should see Euro GBP at least coming to test this level, which is 1-to-1, but it's comparatively better trade. So Euro GBP, let me send the trade alert to the channel. So Euro GBP, euro looks like that weaker. So this one around 20p peso. Now Euro GBP, if you closely look at, okay, this is a 1-to-1, but it's a probability. From the probability perspective, it's higher probability. Now let me tell you why. Let me open in my position as well. So now I'll explain why we have opened that so that you learn it. Okay, I'm just going faster. Okay, so Euro GBP, you can see it's started to drop. Now let me explain what's the reason behind this trade. You see that it started to drop. Now the purpose of this live session in this VIP group is just not to give you a trade alert, guys, is also to help you to understand how I am analyzing the market, why I am opening the trades, and so that you understand exactly next time, because the goal is not only that not only sending a trade alert and just ending the session, but so that you understand exactly how these things work. So now let me tell you from higher time frame perspective. Now monthly, you can see that Euro GBP has a strong rejection from the top, right? This is the monthly price action. So when you look at all time frame and you see the probability from all time frame, it's very, very easy to understand. So because it has a strong drop, now you can see that this is the month. Why did I draw this line here? Because when this price is dropping, it may highly likely it will drop at least to this dotted line. Why? Because in the past, in this level, there is a monthly opening and closing zone. Okay, now if I look at the weekly, what do you see? That weekly, after this big weekly rejection this week, we have seen significant movement. Now again the price is coming down. Now with that movement, you see exactly in the same level where there is a monthly support, we see a weekly support also, weekly opening and closing zone. And because the price started to drop, now it will highly likely that it will come to the weekly opening and closing zone. So monthly, weekly, short. Now daily, let's see what we have found on the daily perspective. You see the daily, there was a big daily candle which in fact crossed all these daily candles high, grab liquid. Now today, what we have seen, the price cross half of the daily week, it is coming down again. Now you can see that there is a daily 20 period moving average. This is the dotted line where monthly support, weekly support, daily 20 period moving average. See, this is how I find a very high probability trade in everywhere. So with that said, what we see that from this daily liquidity zone, we see that Euro GBP highly likely that will come down. Now this is what I said on most of my analysis, guys, that normally that the price normally moves liquidity to liquidity. So this is now highly likely that Euro GBP is coming to this liquidity zone, and our TP is just above this level. Now this is the time frame that we have entered the trade on Euro GBP. You can see that there is a liquidity gap here, cross couple of sessions high, and this price now coming significantly to the downside. We might see closing as a whatever way. We might see later some again retracement to the upside, but we should see at least Euro GBP coming to this level where the neckline, okay, which is this support turning resistance, this resistance turning support, and this is the dotted line where we see that monthly and weekly level. So let's see, we'll be expecting that this price is coming down and hitting our TP. So Euro GBP we have shorted. Now Euro AUD we missed this one, no problem, we entered Euro GBP. Now let me look at other instrument, how it is doing. Okay, we see the weakness in euro, including the euro CHF also doing the same thing. Okay, euro AUD, we entered euro GBP. Now if you entered euro AUD, the same thing, it was also a valid trade. I'm looking at other instrument, how they are doing. Now what gold is doing, let's jump onto gold now. Let euro GBP run. Now gold what I think that you can see this long wick candle, if this one is closing like that as a doji, I think that gold will have a drop. Okay, either will move in a sideway or will have a drop, and with the drop basically gold highly likely that will come to this level of support. Now as I shared my opinion on gold, that I put a buy limit at 1824 on gold with 7% gain in and risking my whole account, because if gold drop to this level in this gap, I'm sure that 100% there will be a bounce. Okay, so I'll take that bounce on gold if it drops, and that's the trade that I have placed as a pending order that I shared with you. Hopefully that you have seen that this is what we will be doing. Okay, so if you go to the 5 minutes on Euro GBP, yeah, I think that highly likely Euro GBP will come down to this daily 20 EMA. We'll test this level, and then we might see that Euro GBP again going up. So keep running on Euro GBP. So what we see that coming back to gold again. Okay, we see that you see GBP USD, AUD USD, all of them Now if we look at AUD USD from the daily, what I think that the price is likely to go to the daily 20 EMA, and from this level we might see that AUD USD is rejecting now. So all of them, including Gbpusd, so the gold also, what I think that they will come drop further. Any one of you have got a gold pending order here for the buy at 1824? Dollar yen, we see that there the price trying to come down for a retracement, but we see bulls are very stronger on this market. Okay, we see that euro dollar from this daily resistance coming down. Okay, like UJ, Euro GBP, or the same way, UJ also showing possibility for drop. So we are on Euro GBP trade, and okay, so hopefully that we'll get that on. Let me see if there is anything else here. So you see euro dollar also getting very strongly bearish. This is euro dollar. Now look, if euro dollar breaks from this support, okay, this is the daily support, we could see a very big move to the downside on euro dollar. Okay, if it breaks support, it will be in that daily support here. This is another nearest daily support, and in that case we could see, which is highly likely to happen, because euro dollar, you can see that the price basically grabbed a lot of liquidity from this level. Now you can see this one grab liquidity, strong liquidity from the resistance, and if you look at daily, we see that the price basically, there is a daily candle that is also bearish, which has also a wick at the bottom. There is a high probability for euro dollar to continue to drop. Okay, and the only thing that I'm thinking is the daily 20 EMA. Which may not test. I think that you can see this one is closing as a bearish engulfer, and this one our TF strategy. Now if this one closing like that, it's satisfying our TF strategy. Now we are running a trade on Euro GBP. I'll really to be happy to keep on Euro GBP until we see the profit, because doubling up to euro dollar trade could give us some problem. Now 7% gain, Christopher. So my pending order is gain 7%. So this pending order gain 7%, not risk 7%. There is no risk on it. So I put the stop loss well below, and the whole account is at risk, but I'm 100% sure that the price will have a bounce from here. You got, Christopher? So this one, let me repeat that again. So this one, now this one pending order at 1824, right? Stop loss at 1873, pardon, 1783. So this whole point from 1824 to 1783 is the 100%, okay, of my account, and TP at 1827, which is only a couple of not much. So the reason is, because there is a big gap at 1824, there are two back-to-back daily wickless candle. Let me show you. This is gold, right? There is a gap, and if you look at daily, you can see there's a daily wickless candle gap, and there will have a certain bounce, 100% sure. Okay, so this is what will be. The only thing you have to do is don't look at the trade when you place the order. If you do that, and that's what I'm done. So once it will hit my TP, I will gain 7%. You got my point, Christopher. And in fact, in robot, that's what we are doing. You see that probably you have seen the previous robot trade, or I don't know, let me show you. So this is the last robot trade that I took in my account, which is this one, okay, which is also around 7% gain. And in robot, for those who are trading in robot know very well, in robot we don't take any losing trade, okay, and I recommended you to start with a smaller account. Now this one is for me smaller account, depends on the way I explain to you. Smaller account is on robot, use your 1 to 2 weeks income. Okay, so how do you, maybe for someone 3000 is a smaller account, for someone maybe 500 is a smaller account. Okay, so how do you define a smaller account? Combine your 1 week or 2 weeks income, okay, and that put in your account is your smaller account, not more than this. So I put 20k is my one, on average 1 week's, more than, like less than 1 week's earning. So that's, I'm just being honest with you. So for me it's a smaller account, but for you could be 3000. I don't recommend more than 3000 unless you have a very high income. Otherwise put it at, let's say, you know, that as I mentioned. So this is how in robot you can see that all the trade, if it opens, it's 100% winner. And it's you can say 6th generation trading strategy, no losing trade. Okay, now you can see gold now pumping down. This is ridiculous. As I mentioned, this is really ridiculous. It grabs, how many times it grabs liquidity? This one, and then there's another one. Okay, so it's setting up for a bigger drop. Now Euro GBP is pumping up. No problems. It's likely to come back down again. So looking at Euro USD again. Okay, with Euro USD, and with GBP USD, what I think that the market is preparing for a drop. Okay, on Euro USD, GBP USD also there is a big drop, and then it's forming a doji here. Let me see which one will be trading again. My Euro USD, Okay, so Euro USD, we see this trade is closing in 13 minutes. This current session candle looks like that it is closing as a bearish engulfer, and in that case this will satisfy our TF strategy. Okay, now if this one is satisfying the TF strategy, then from the multi-time frame we see there's only the weekly, we see the prices here. Now I'll be really happy to sell from this daily 20 EMA. Okay, so let's keep running Euro GBP because we see a trade on Euro dollar also. If you haven't entered the trade on Euro GBP, then you can take Euro dollar from this level, from this doji, by placing a pending order at around 1.0699 level. Stop loss above this high, take profit 221 if you haven't taken this Euro GBP trade. Otherwise keep running Euro GBP. GBP USD, let me look at. You know what I think, that you see GBP USD Euro dollar, we could see during the next candle will cover the news, we'll have another spike up, and then we might see that coming down. Now, if that's the case, if we look at the daily, we see that GBP USD, I think that the price will hit the daily 20 EMA. From that level we could see that GBP USD coming. I think GBP is likely to go up a little further, but Euro GBP, keep it as it is. I think during the news we might see weakness in dollar, and then in New York session we might see that GBP USD is going down. Now if you can see GBP gold, there is a liquidity gap here. There is a further probability for gold to drop, so we'll keep only Euro GBP trade on. Okay, and for gold, there is a probability for gold to drop, but I will be waiting for this buy opportunity in this level. Okay, after during the news we might see gold coming down. After a spike, maybe we'll see the drop. And yeah, so what I see, what I think, guys, during the news we might see, let's say this one is Gbpusd weekly, right? We'll go up, test the daily 20 MA, and then we might see that Gbpusd again. Finally we could see a weekly bearish candle on Gbpusd like that. Okay, a long bearish candle, but during the news we might see going up, testing the 20 MA daily, and then dropping like that. Okay, but that Euro GBP is not determined by dollar, because it's all about Euro and GBP. So Euro looks like weaker than GBP, so our Euro GBP now, it's at the entry, should be fine in the way we are expecting. Now you see from the 5 minutes perspective, we see a rejection. Okay, gold set for another drop. All right, so this candle, you see, it's a big bearish candle. Now we can sell short gold again. Let me look at. So from the 4-hour, you see twice liquidity gap. There's one here, there's one here. The reason that much liquidity gap is because gold, in fact, to come to this level, it needs a huge momentum. This session, and in New York session, once we will see any trade, I will be coming live. If it is a very fast trade, I will send the alert to the channel. Guys, keep eye on it, and let's keep on. Let's see how the news goes on, and we will have more trade later today during the New York session, and I'll keep you updated, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you very soon. So we see no more trade for the session. There's one trade. Gold looks like bearish, so I could sell gold, but it's coming to the support, so better we will buy from here. Okay, 1824, I placed already pending order. You have seen that. You can see how you can do that. And also, guys, I'll keep posted about the robot as well. Okay, so thank you. I'll see you very soon.